America is the home of fast food, but you don't have to go out for it. I'll show you some quick dishes that are lighter takes on your favorite fast food and are easy to make at home. Little bites that are fruity, sweet, and delectable. This is fast food that won't weigh you down. Fish is a natural for fast food meals because it cooks quickly. This dish combines some of my favorite flavors: olive oil, artichokes, and tomatoes. So I want to start by heating up my pan and just drizzling a little bit of one of those staple ingredients in my pantry. And I've always got it laying around, so I always make sure and use it as much as possible. And I just want a lot smaller than onions, but they have this beautiful, delicate flavor that I love. And because I'm making a fish dish, I just like that delicateness rather than the overpowering of the onions with the halibut. So do a couple of shallots. But if you can't find shallots, by all means, you can just use regular onions. Just peel them right off. Very, very easy to do. And we just give them a quick little slice. Melt and just get so tender and so good that you don't have to worry about chopping them too finely. See, nice and hot. While those cook, I'm gonna add some garlic. And I just need a couple of cloves of garlic. You could add more or less garlic depending on how much you like. I don't have a lot of time to cook, and between family and work, there's not that much time. But I always prefer making my meal rather than going out and getting takeout. We're ready for the artichokes. Now, I love artichokes, but I don't always have time to prepare them. So I always have frozen artichokes that I thaw out. Now, I want to caramelize them and get them a nice golden brown color, just to give them some extra flavor. Pepper and drizzle a little bit of olive oil over the top. Because halibut is low in fat, so you want to give it something to kind of create that golden brown color. And then you want to make sure and any meat that's, kind of firm enough that it'll hold up on the grill. But I love the color combination between the tomatoes and the artichokes and the halibut. It kind of makes it fun. You always eat with your eyes first. Okay, so the artichokes have browned. And now they're nice and caramelized. I just need something to bring up and pick up all those brown bits. Smells so good. I always tease because I always tell my husband, the more I do this, the more I'm helping you out by doing the dishes for you, because it kind of cleans the pan, right? Add some chicken broth and some tomatoes. I love the color of the tomatoes, and it kind of gives it a little bit of like a thickness, a thicker texture. And we mix that all together. You can smell that white wine. This is good. You can always take it out when you're ready to eat. You could pan saute it, you could grill it, whatever you want. The grill gives it kind of like a little bit of a smoky flavor to it, and then we'll just lay it on top of the broth. Just grab my serving plate, which, by the way, is the best part of all this, right? And just ladle in some of the broth, okay? And just a piece. So good, and so good for you. Just make sure that you blow on it because it's real hot. It's so quick, it's so light, it's perfect for any night. So good. And up next, I'm gonna make something that I think is better than French fries. My lighter fast food menu includes this exciting twist on French fries. I'm just finishing up cutting some broccoli and some cauliflower florets, just into little bite-sized pieces. That way you don't eat so much. And then fried up, they're really, really yummy. So cut those up, just like that. We don't need the ends. And you know what? When you're frying food, which is fine to do every once in a while, you just want to keep a couple things in mind. First of all, try frying up vegetables. They're better for you. Is mix them in with a salad. That way you eat less fried food. I'm gonna toss the broccoli and the cauliflower with some egg. So just break, and the egg acts as a binder. So basically, I'm gonna add a coating of Parmesan cheese. Well, the Parmesan cheese has to have something to kind of stick to. Tastes good, isn't too thick, and it does its job beautifully. There's something therapeutic about beating eggs. I just love it. And and with a spoon, you can just mix it up. It's just a light coating. You don't want it to be sort of drenched and sopping in egg. Flour, the quicker they cook. So we like to do it fast, right? Fast food. Okay, now, time for the crust. Now, this is my favorite way of doing it. It's sort of an Italian version of tempura, if you could call it that. And what we do is we're just gonna grate some Parmigiano Reggiano. Now it's gotta be good cheese, good Parmesan cheese. And you can tell it's real because you can see that crust, which is completely edible, tells you it's real Parmigiano Reggiano. And it kind of has like a sharp, buttery, salty bite to it, so it makes for a really great crust on the outside of the vegetable. Now you have to grate a cup. So it's gonna take some muscle, but it's well worth it. Good flavor. There we go. Perfect. Now, I'm gonna add the broccoli on the cauliflower. And I'm gonna use my hands, my best tools, of course, and it's gonna make for the best crust, I'm telling you. It's gonna be so yummy. I'm just gonna wash my hands, and we're ready to fry. Okay, we're ready to fry. I'm just gonna when you're frying, you only wanna fill the pan about 1/4 of the way up. Right, I'm gonna finish frying up the rest of my florets, and then up next, I'm gonna show you how to make the perfect fast food salad to go with these. So now, it's time for the perfect healthy salad to go with that. Just so you don't eat too much of the fried food. So I love the spinach leaves. Nice and sturdy leaves, and we're gonna make a really great dressing to go with lemon zest. You can just smell it automatically as soon as you start zesting. There's actually more flavor and fragrance in the lemon zest than there is in the juice, believe it or not. So we got the lemon zest. Now, just wanna roll out the lemon just to release all the juices. There we go. Another half. Now, lemons is one of those things I always say. I've always got them laying around my kitchen. I've got like a big bowl of lemons. Wake up anything that you make, whether it's a meat dish or a dressing or a pasta. Grate a little lemon zest over the top. So good. Salt, of course, bring out the flavors, right? And I like that pepper in that dressing, especially because it's so light. And of course, perfect. Oh, it looks so good. Very, very simple. Because most of the bold flavor is gonna come from the broccoli and the cauliflower. So you just wanna make the salad dressing really simple, really light, and really clean. Just like that. Ooh, it's exciting. Spinach leaves. And of course, it's heavenly. I'm telling you, you'll never know the broccoli and cauliflower. And every bite, so yummy. I've created the perfect dessert to cap off my lighter fast food meal. Phyllo is great to have in the freezer just because it can turn any dessert into something extra special in no time. Cookie cutter, just to cut out little rounds. And we're just gonna keep doing that. And you can make it in advance and store them in an airtight container. Okay, that's it. Now, I pop them into a 375-degree oven for 7 minutes and they'll get nice and golden. Then, I'm gonna show you how to make this creamy mascarpone raspberry and pineapple filling to go inside. It's gonna make the perfect light dessert. The Phyllo cups have been cooking for 7 minutes. But while they cool, I'm gonna get started on the filling. And I'm gonna use some mascarpone cheese. So, it just makes it easier and fluffier and easier just to sort of put into the bowl. Then, I'm gonna it adds that tart flavor that I love. Cheese is how creamy it is. Now, it's very similar to cream cheese, but it's creamier, smoother than cream cheese. Like you could just dollop a little bit on tomato sauce, and it all of a sudden becomes a creamy tomato sauce. It's that easy. See how cute they are? Slowly put it right in there. This would be great for breakfast too, with a little granola. So there's a lot of things you can do with this. This is my favorite part. To make it look even prettier, and because I love chocolate, you could do white chocolate, milk chocolate, anything you want. Like a little package. Take a bite. Can you hear how flaky and crunchy the Phyllo dough is? It's the perfect ending to these fast food meals. Everybody needs a little dessert at the end of the day.